Hi, my name is Krista Collins, and this is my presentation for my internship with the National Healthy Marriage Institute in spring of 2015. So I was trying to decide what kind of internship that I wanted to do, and originally I had thought that I wanted to work in an agency locally. I live in Nampa, Idaho, which is right outside Boise, so I had a lot of choices which I thought I had a lot of choices to choose from. However, as I was contacting different agencies, some of them didn't need internships, and some of them wanted master's internships, and then several people never got back to me. So the closer it got to spring semester, the more that I started to worry that I wouldn't be able to get my internship in. I talked with a couple of friends who I had met through my online classes and talked to them, and one was doing an online internship with the Dibble Institute, and the other one was doing an online internship with the National Healthy Marriage Institute. And both of these are coordinated by Aaron Larson, so they gave me the contact information for him and said to talk to him about it. So I emailed him and was able to talk to him about internships and what he was thinking, what he wanted, what he was looking for, and then some of my goals and things that I wanted. And the Dibble Institute, they had their fill of interns, so they didn't need anyone, but the Healthy Marriage Institute was still taking interns. After talking with my husband and praying about it, I decided that this was the internship that I would do. And it actually turned out to be the perfect internship because we had some family issues come up, and then my kids got out of school, and so they were home during the summer, and so I was able to do this internship any time of the day, in the morning, in the evening, whenever I needed to, and I could do small chunks at a time instead of being gone away from home, so that worked out really well for us. One of the first assignments that I needed to do was in the Houston, Texas area, which is where the National Healthy Marriage Institute is located. There was a spreadsheet in Excel that was made up, and we were to contact churches. We first needed to research all the churches in the Houston area, find out their contact information, and send them emails asking if they had a marriage outreach or marriage classes or something like that, and to let them know what services the Healthy Marriage Institute had. And they were trying to get a grant. Well, they still are trying to get the grant from they're trying to get a grant, and so part of this was to get in contact with these churches that might want to help their married couples continue dating. And so they were making coupon books with the various places within the Houston area for people to get discounts on dates, and then a proceed of those coupon books would go to help pay for dates for community people who work in the community, like police officers, fire people, and also teachers and things like that. So after we were kind of exhausted Houston, we went into the Portland, Maine area, and here I needed to research all the family and community organizations that they had there, from halfway houses where people come out of prison and are going to get back into the community and have to go back into their families and transition, to food banks, health and welfare agencies, adoption agencies, foster care agencies, all these different kind of agencies in Portland, so that we could partner with them for the grant and to find the people that needed help with their marriage. After those, things were exhausted in the organization were exhausted in Portland. Brother Larson asked me to go into the Seattle area, and this was really nice because I grew up in Olympia, Washington, which is about an hour south of Seattle, so I was kind of familiar with some of the things and places in Seattle, and I was able to research 819 agencies that help families and married couples in the area alone. So I was able to design an Excel spreadsheet and be able to put all the information in about each of these organizations. Another part of my internship was to create date ideas and then to write a blog post for them. And so I started in the Houston area and wrote 79 blog posts for creative date ideas. And there is the blog address if you'd like to go check that out. And these date ideas are not only just date ideas, they're also enrichment ideas that come with it. So there might be an activity to do together, or questions to ask each other, or a quote to think about. And so it's to help design your marriage to become stronger. Then I was asked to start writing blog posts for the Seattle, Washington area. I designed the website and wrote 120 posts on various date ideas and things to do in the Seattle area. And again, this included marriage enrichment ideas. And then the web address is right there to try that if you'd like to. Some of the connections and benefits that I found through working in my internship. One was last semester I was able to take Family 430, Family in the Community, and I really saw this come to play in my internship as I am researching organizations in the area that want to build up families and strengthen them and help them either financially or emotionally or spiritually or physically or whatever it was. I saw how many, I found 819 just in the Seattle area. And so there's tons of community resources out there to help the family, and I really saw that in this internship. Another thing that I have connected to my coursework is divorce prevention. Now, we talked about this in marriage Family 300, the marriage class. We've talked about it in family foundations, family relations, all these different classes. Pretty much almost every family class talks about marriage and divorce. And so, none of us get married to get divorced. And so to find things to help us prevent divorce is super beneficial. And so this internship made me realize how important it is to go out on dates with your spouse and to bond and create that special time together so that you are preventing divorce in a way. Some of the benefits that I gave to the agency that I worked with was to actually write and come up with those date ideas in the blogs. I had to do a lot of research in what was in the area, what the marriage enrichment ideas would be, things people would like to do, restaurants, reviews of restaurants, different things like that. Also finding and researching the organizations to help the family and the churches and all of the things that I did there. I did 160 hours for my internship, and so all of that was benefiting my internship agency. And then the benefits that I gained, first of all, I learned how to use Excel. In the middle of my internship, I had to create a spreadsheet, and I really messed it up, and it took me a while to figure out how to unmess it up and redo that. So I learned that. I also learned how to write blog posts that were beneficial to other people and that were creative and enticing. I also personally, for my family, that my husband and I need to pay more attention to our marriage. Even though I'm a marriage and family studies major, this is, something that I think as we're in school and stuff, it just makes it harder for us to go out on dates or to do these marriage enrichment ideas. And so for me, when I wrote blog posts, I realized, hey, we need to be doing these things. And so that is a huge benefit that I have gained through this. I highly recommend this internship to anyone who is passionate about marriage, anyone who needs an online internship because you have children at home or other things that create you from that prevent you from being able to get out into the community as much. So the contact information, Aaron Larson, he is the director of the National Healthy Marriage Institute, and his email address is right there at the bottom. He contacts mostly through email. He is fabulous to work with. He really works with you and your schedule. He's always there to answer questions and to help you out. I really feel so passionate about this that I have asked to volunteer my time to periodically add blog posts. And so he's really willing to work with you. And then at the bottom is the website address for the National Healthy Marriage Institute if you're curious and want to know more. So I thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope that you find the perfect internship for you.